How we going this morning? Lowy here. In this episode, I'm going to be fishing this 3.5 inch Z-Man Prawnz Elite. I've got a 1/2 ounce 4.0 on that. I'm going to fish this one deep to start with. I might try some in shallow later. Hopefully can pull a couple of fish. I've got about 6 colours I think to try. That's the only lure we're going to be running today, so let's get it out there, start casting, try and get some fish. I'm just fishing it the same way I fish other prawns. At the moment I'm just doing one single hop up off the bottom, then letting it go back to the bottom. I'm in about 8 metres of water, so reasonably deep. Got a 1/2 ounce 4.0 jig head on. It definitely has a slower sink. The lure is a little bit bigger than what I normally run. A lot more legs, a bigger tail, bigger body. Hence why I went up to the 1/2, just to give it a bit more weight to get down. I don't want it sinking super slow, but I don't want it sinking too fast either. It's definitely a bit windier than expected. I didn't stay at the first spot too long. Wasn't much going on there, and the wind had already picked up, so I'm just going to have a drift, cover a bit of water, just see if there's anything out and about. What are we? 8-9 metres. I'm going to see if there's anything out deeper. If not, I'll shoot in behind somewhere, get a bit of wind protection. Well, I've been hit on the drop. Not a good sign. Oh, it probably has to be a chopper. I mean, I don't know how far down it sunk, but hopefully it got somewhere near the bottom. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it has got near the bottom. We've got a flatty. Beautiful. There we go. First fish of the day on the 3.5 inch Prawnz Elite. Well, first little flatty. Good to get off the donut anyway. Not a big one, but we'll take it. We'll get this prawn back in the water. Hopefully move on to bigger and better things, but at least we caught a fish. So that's a start. Off you go, buddy. Well, of course, the wind's come through earlier and stronger than expected. That's typical of my days out on the water, but at least we caught a fish. Time to get some more. Let's get that prawn back out there. Righto, go looking for an upgrade prawn. There we go. We are on again. Very nice. Very next cast, we've hooked up again as the wind starts to blow in a lot stronger. That's a better one. Where's the net? What a beautiful looking flatty that is. Righto guys, slowly getting bigger. Nice fish, cracking flatty. There's the prawn again. So far so good. That's 2 in 2 casts. The only bad side at the moment is just the wind. The wind's absolutely pumping. Wasn't meant to be going this hard, but as you can see, or you might not be able to tell, but the boat is bouncing around quite a fair bit. All right, we'll unhook this, get it back in the water. You can go and eat some more mullet or bait fish, whatever you're chasing. Well, after a little bit of a slow start, back-to-back fish, that's always nice. They were slowly getting bigger, but it's good to get a bit of confidence up in one colour at least. Nothing worse, you fish for 10-15 minutes with a new lure, don't get a bite, you start thinking, oh, is it the lure or is it just me? So I persisted just with the colour I thought that would probably work the best in that low light condition. And as the sun gets higher, I'll mix it up. Try some of those clearer ones. But for now, I'll just stick with this one. It's got a couple of fish. At least I know they can see it all right as that sun's coming up. Another bite on the drop. Does not feel very impressive. Another lizard. Oh, there he goes. See ya, mate. Still good. Back out there. Righto, we'll give this fella a run. Motor oil, I think it is. Got a few flatties on the last colour, so we'll try this one. Mix it up. Alright, our first bite on the motor oil. Just feels like another flatty. Sure is. In you come, son. Got that right down in his gob there. We'll unhook you, mate, and get you back in the water. Yeah, good looking prawn, that one. So far so good, 2 colours, both are working well. Got another bite. It's not very big, but it is another bite. Another flatty by the feel of it, maybe? Oh, I don't know. It's cutting a bit of water, maybe a chopper. The customary chopper. Of course, I've got to get a chopper. Wouldn't be a Loey's fishing trip without a tailor. Thanks for coming, mate. At least you didn't chew the lure in half. We'll get you back in the water. Well, the wind's calmed down slightly, which is nice. Camera's not bouncing all over the place anymore. Couple of flatties on the boat, tailor, good start. No giant fish yet, but it's more just getting confidence in the lure, knowing that the fish are going to eat it. I mean, when you look at it, it looks awesome. So there's no doubt that, in my eyes, the fish should eat it. I mean, all the colours I've got, they look unreal. I'll show you them throughout the course of the session, but they all to me look like they would catch fish. So hopefully they do. But in the meantime, we'll plug away with this motor oil for a bit more. Oh, I missed him. Yeah, we'll plug away with this motor oil for a bit more. Then I'll switch it out. This one's got a couple. The first colour's got a couple. We'll try a new one. Rightio, next colour. I think this is on a 3/8 jig head, not a half. So we'll see how that goes. It's just a slightly lighter rod. I'll put the name of the colours up on the screen. I can't be bothered to go in there at the moment and have a look, but I'll put them up next to the lure as I use them. We'll see how this one goes. Looks good as well. Sun's getting up a little bit. What are we? 8:30. So it's been pretty good this morning. Started out a little bit slow. It's just working out a pattern and where the fish are. That's the main thing when you come out. You don't always just land straight on fish, even if there's bait and everything around. It's a good sign, but if you don't get any bites, you may as well do a short move and see what's close by. We found an area only about 500 metres away from where I started. We've already picked up a few fish. That's the sort of thing you have to do. You got to read the water more than anything. Look at your sounder, see what's going on the surface. What are the bait fish doing? What can you see happening down there? on your side imaging, down imaging. And then it just comes down to time on the water and experience and knowing how to interpret what you're seeing. It definitely helps you put more fish in the boat. You just need to get out there more, get more of a feel for it. Got something on. The rod tip's not doing a whole lot. It could be jagged. That's why it feels like a bit of weight, but there's not much kicking. Hopefully it's a big flatty. Oh, it is a big flatty. That was the alternative. Just a big flathead. Didn't even know it was hooked. Well, he's got that prawn down there. A quick net job here. Otherwise I'll get chewed off. This is on the lighter setup. Whoa. I can hear him just chomping into that leader. Come on, big girl, get in there. No, head first, mate, don't do that. You don't want to chase them. You want them to swim into it head first. If they see the net coming, they'll just bail out. Well, that's fish of the day so far. You can see the prawn right down in there. Luckily I got the glove on, otherwise that bite would have absolutely busted me up big time. But that's an absolutely beautiful lizard. Nice big girl. First decent one of the day anyway. I mean, we've caught legals, but that's of the bigger variety. Righto, get this fish back in the water so we can go and do its thing. Well, it hasn't had much action, that one, but pulled the biggest fish so far. Can't complain with that. I reckon we change out these three colours, put three different ones on and go from there. Rightio, next three colours. That looks really nice. Nice natural colour. This one's interesting. And this one's almost clear. Nice natural presentation as well. We'll start out with this one, I think. We are fishing bottom of the tide today. So not the best tide, but that's just what you get. You don't always get to pick what you want, perfect conditions. You got to make the best of the situation and what cards you dealt. There's always fish to be caught, just working it out and putting in the time. Some good schools of bait coming through on the sounder. What we picked up here? Flatty. What's chasing it? No giant. Whoop. On the new colour. So it works as well. They're all doing really good. That's one of the smaller ones for the day. Still a fish. Good to get the numbers ticking over still. Obviously we want bigger, but it's good to be catching. Good to get some confidence in all the colours. Right, I'll have a cast in this bay. It's somewhat protected from the wind. It's gusting quite a bit. Hopefully it's not too noisy through the mic. Mainly just come in here to see if we can pick up a flathead. These little bays usually aren't a bad spot. I don't really like casting with the wind straight at me. I'd normally rather cover distance. Cast with it in my back. Rightio, well that bay was crap. I didn't even get a bite in there. I'm going to make my way over to Wanji, hide behind one of the small hills there, go in close, try and get a few flatties off the edge. Right, just ducked in behind this little hill. We'll have a flick along the edge here. Hopefully can put a few more in the boat. It's gone pretty quiet the last hour or so. Well, just like the bay I previously fished, an absolute epic fail along this bank. Looks good, but there's just no fish there biting. So I'm gonna go to a completely different area, try something completely different, hopefully get out of the wind. I've been in the wind, out of the wind, so far no good. Last couple of spots have been just terrible. Well, I've had a look around at a few places and the weather's absolutely killed it today, so unfortunately gonna have to call it early. Anyway, we caught a few fish. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I'll get those prawns out there again another time and see how we go, and I'll see you on the next one.